Hello everyone. The title of this presentation is EPA versus wind power in San Antonio. The title seems like it doesn't make a lot of sense because the EPA usually loves wind power. A few days ago, my buddy told me that his mom was participating in a meeting for the South Texas Energy Cooperative. At the meeting, she supposedly heard that people in San Antonio, Texas wanted to build wind turbines on their private property to generate their own electricity. They also could sell some electricity back to the grid when they happen to produce more electricity than they consume. According to my friend, the EPA has a new regulation that prohibits this from occurring. This is all kind of he said, she said, but I feel like this is a relevant topic for a video discussion. First, I want to explain a little bit about the electricity grid in the United States. There are 3 electric grids that serve North America, and all cover a portion of Texas. The main grid in Texas is ERCOT, which covers 75% of Texas's land area and 85% of the electric load. Electricity is first generated by a power plant. Then this is sent over transmission lines to cities where it is then distributed around communities until it finally arrives at homes and other buildings. In San Antonio, CPS is responsible for delivering gas and electricity to San Antonio. Currently, San Antonio is striving to be a leader in clean and renewable technologies. CPS gets 10% of its electricity from renewables, mostly wind, and they want to reach 20% renewable energy by 2020. CPS has a program called Windtricity in which customers can pay a slightly higher electricity bill but get their energy from wind farms rather than coal or natural gas. This wind energy is produced miles away on wind farms. 2 wind farms supply energy to San Antonio, one in Iran, Texas, and one near Sweetwater in Abilene, Texas. Now, from what I can tell, the EPA is not at all trying to forbid people from doing this. After I did some research and called my buddy's mother on the phone to talk to her personally, I found out that what EPA is trying to do is set a new high standard for coal emissions around the country. This is hurting Texas coal power plants because of the short timeline to reach these standards. My friend seems to be confused on the two different stories. Knowing this, I wanted to see if residential wind turbines are something that people in San Antonio can do. The average annual wind speed in San Antonio is about 9.1 miles per hour. This chart compares the dollar per watt price of solar versus wind as a function of wind speed. At around 11 miles per hour, wind power becomes cheaper than solar power. San Antonio does not reach this wind speed often enough for wind turbines to become cost effective. This seems more of a reason against wind turbines than does the EPA intervention. In conclusion, I sought to disprove my friend for the false statements against the EPA's actions in Texas. People will comment on these issues without knowing the full scope, so it is important to critically analyze and try to separate facts from unresearched opinions.